high school, and then you go on to...
Yeah, then I went to university at Mary Washington in Fredericksburg.
Okay.
So after that, then I stopped living in Salem, actually. That was the last time I lived in Salem.
Yeah, for sure.
Then I lived in Fredericksburg, went to university, Mary Washington. Then I lived in Blacksburg. And then I moved to Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Okay.
And then I finished school there. And then I moved to Davis, California.
Now, hold on. Ann Arbor, Michigan. So you're in Michigan, and you're going to the University of Michigan?
Yeah.
Okay.
I finished University of Michigan.
Okay, and what did you study there?
I did aerospace engineering.
Aerospace engineering. Okay, so simple stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy stuff. I get it.
Easy stuff.
Yeah. So you do that, and then I'm sorry, then go on. Then you go to California.
Yeah. Then I was at University of California, Davis. Also doing, so I work academic research. That's what I do.
Okay.
But now I do animal behavior. So Davis, then I switched, not aerospace engineering, but I was working in neuroscience, but actually studying ant colonies, which sounds bizarre because it is kind of bizarre.
Well, no, I mean, like, so when you're studying ant colonies, though, like you're studying the behaviors of how they all get along and do the thing, like they work together in order to create, like, their society in a way.
Exactly this. Like, this was like an analogy we were pursuing in more mathematical forms also. Like, in your brain, neurons connect together, and then one's connected to other. Some activate, other activate. We were using the models from neuroscience to model how ants then forage or not forage. So neurons activate other neurons. Ants activate other ants to go forage.
Yeah, that was going to be my next.
We started to study.
That was going to be my next question. So, so are there, in your studies, did you find that, like, some ants are weaker than others? Maybe they're not foragers. Maybe they're the ones that, like, help take in the inventory that the other ants bring in?
Oh, absolutely. Ants are very, they have different jobs. They divide. Some are foragers. Some are, what's the name for it? Maybe undertakers, taking out the trash.
Yeah.
Or taking out the other stuff.
Okay.
Some are storing things. Some are taking care of the brood, the new ants.
Wow.
Many different jobs. Ant colonies are fascinating.
Yeah. And the number one thing for an ant colony, though, is survival, right? Like, that's basically, it doesn't matter what job you have, it all goes towards the survival of the colony.
Yeah, this is the crazy thing, because they're all working together, and the colony then was making more ants, but there's just one queen in most types of ants.
Sure.
So the colony will survive, but each individual ant is living only maybe one month.
Wow. Okay. How long does a queen live?
The queen in the colonies we studied, though, this was desert harvester ants, can live several years, 5 or 6 years, if I'm remembering that right.
Okay.
But, yeah, several years when the individual ants are only living 1 month.
I mean, when you break that down, that's like godly age.
Yeah.
Like, if we broke that down, that's living, I mean, I was about to say 6 times longer, but no, it's way more than that. 6 years more than, because, like, a month, right? All right, you're smarter than I am.
Yeah.
If I live for a month, but you're going to live for 6 years, can you quantify that for me?
Yeah, let's see. 6 times 12, 72.
Yeah, so 72
times longer. This is crazy.
That is crazy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, thank you for that. I got a little bit of a buzz, and you're helping me out with math.
So
you're way better at that than I am. Okay, so yeah, that's crazy that the queen would live longer. Is it just because she's that much bigger? Like, or what is, or because, I don't know, like, why would that be?
Now we're talking about biology stuff, so I'm not actually a biologist.
Sorry. Yeah.
You can take all my answers with a grain of salt, because I'm an engineer who's now studying biology.
Okay.
That's what I do. I do data analysis, use lots of technology to study animal behavior.
Understood.
That's what I do.
Understood.
So I can tell you about biology, but you always have to take it with a grain of salt, because I might be wrong.
No, I get it.
So how do the ant queens live so much longer? So the ant queens, right? They're born as queens. So they're actually different.
Right.
But it's not the same as honeybees. Honeybees, they raise the queen, or they eat royal jelly, and they feed them different, and then they'll become the queen.
Yeah.
But also, if a queen dies or is weak, then a worker bee can become a queen bee. And they can take over.
Oh, that's awesome. So, like, yeah, because that's great. I like that a lot. That's the way a lot of companies in America should be. If you work for the company, you should eventually be able to be the CEO.
Yeah, but the analogy is not right on, because being the queen bee is not such a glamorous job. I would not like to do this.
Oh, no.
So the colonies all working together, and they, make more bees produce together. So being the queen bee is essentially being the reproductive organ of the colony, the uterus of the colony. You just stay in a dark place and you lay eggs all day, every day for your entire life. Other bees bring you food. You just lay egg, lay egg, lay egg, lay egg. So, I mean, this job doesn't sound very good to me.
No.
I think it's a bit glamorized.
I think so. I think queen is the wrong word.
Yeah.
I think scientifically we need to change the name of the queen bee, because that is not. I know a lot of ladies who say, like, I'm the queen bee. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I saw the pop song by is it Lourdes?
Lourdes?
Let me be your queen bee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like this song because it just gets the biology so wrong. It's just hilarious.
Yeah, for those of you who think you're a queen bee, oh man, do you have another thing coming? That's tough. All right, so you studied that in California, okay, and then where do you go from there?
Then I moved to Germany. Constance, Germany, and that's still where I live now for actually the last 9 years.
Wow.
Long time. Crazy amount of time now.
Now, okay, you go to Germany, right? Do you already, like, have a little bit of German, like, as far as, like, training? You already kind of know how to speak German?
Yeah, I did. I actually took German in high school, which turned out to be very useful.
Yeah, I'd say so.
But then I worked at a research institute, so we're all speaking English. It wasn't until I had a German girlfriend that I really learned how to speak German.
Yeah, I gotcha. And would you say that you speak fluent German now?
Now, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And does your girlfriend ever tell you that you have an American accent the way you speak German?
Luckily, she doesn't tell me this, but I know it's true.
I gotcha.
But actually, a couple times, I was in northern Germany, or close to the border of France, somewhere that's not where I live. I live in southern Germany, and was talking to people, and they're like, they could tell I wasn't from there, and like, oh, where are you from? Are you from Switzerland? Oh. And I was like, oh, hell yeah, hell yeah.
You darn right I am. Yeah, that's pretty dope. Because Switzerland is just right there, right? Like, it's
and usually Americans have really bad accents.
Yeah,
like you can very much hear.
Well, that's great. I mean, the Swiss, you know what I mean? Like, you kind of have it. If you have a dialect like a Swiss, I mean, I met Swiss people that speak American, and it's beautiful. The way that they speak it. They do have a Switzerland like dialect to it. You can kind of tell just by the way that they talk, baby. And I like it.
Oh, Swiss dialects are a whole other topic. Schweizerdeutsch, I can't really understand. Each canton, like basically each county, canton Switzerland has its own dialect, and it's really hard to understand. And it changes immediately. As you cross to another place.
Ooh.
They create the ones I can remember the most are Graubünden, where alles ist ganz.
Gotcha. You really gotta get some phlegm.
Yeah.
I got you. So you've been in Germany now for 9 years. What's the biggest difference between living in the States and living in Germany? Biggest difference, or it can be multiple.
I'll just say what comes to mind.
Yeah.
The biggest is hard. A lot of things are similar, and then a lot of things are different.
Sure.
Because I mean, generally all Western culture. So, culture-wise, like there's a lot of small differences, but generally a lot of similarities.
Okay.
But a lot of stereotypes that are you notice these differences. Like things are closed on Sundays. German bread is really good.
Yeah.
You can take the train places. What else? Sort the trash.
Why are things closed on Sundays though? Why is that? Is it for a? Because like for here, right? Like things are closed on Sunday because of Christianity.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think I don't know.
This is the reason in Germany. I mean, people are less religious in Germany.
Okay.
Versus here, but stuff is still closed on. Everything is closed on Sundays.
Okay. So they give their workers a day of rest, like plus a day off, I'm sure.
Yeah, but it's kind of nice actually.
Okay.
I'm used to this.
Do you have anything in Germany that they do that you kind of wish like, or you would think, hey, this would work really well in America?
What I like traveling around, so I'm really into biking and taking the train around. So, yeah, I would like it if we had more trains and more bike lanes in the U.S.
I got you.
I'm very into this.
Understood. So, whenever you're taking a train, I mean that's going to be like a miles and miles trip. When you're doing biking, when you're riding your bike somewhere, like do you ever ride your bike to get groceries or something like that?
Yeah. Like didn't have a car until just this last year.
Okay.
I just always get stuff on the bike.
8 years without a car?
Yeah.
In Germany?
Yeah, but this is no problem. Like where I live.
Yeah?
It's actually the normal thing to do.
Really?
Yeah. This is way different from here.
Yeah, I'd say so. Are there mom and pop shops or are there like, Walmarts?
There's more mom and pop shops.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Overall, all in Germany. Like a small vegetable stand, lots of bakeries. Lots of bakeries everywhere. They would be great if the bakeries came back also here.
Oh, yeah.
There's a bakery like every other corner.
Lots of restaurants, lots of places to dine.
Yeah, restaurants, especially a lot of, I feel like Italian restaurants are just everywhere.
So let me ask you this, okay? So it's Friday night, right? You're about to take your lady out on a date. What's a dining experience that you think that just she would love? Or what's your favorite place to take her? Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I think we would go get pizza.
Pizza?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, our favorite restaurant is actually the Strandbad Reichenau, and they have really good pizza.
Okay. And what's your favorite pizza? What are you getting?
Spinach, garlic.
Got you. So, and this is not a chain pizza place, I would imagine, right?
No, this pizza place is really good. Island of Reichenau. I actually lived there for a year. It's an island in the middle of the Bodensee. Now there's a road there. And the Strandbad means beach, swimming, beach, bath.
Okay.
So it's a place to go swimming.
Yeah.
And there's a restaurant there, but it's right on the lake. It's right on the water. And this place also has really good food. So everyone comes there because it's right on the water and then the sunset's on the lake. So this is the thing to do, especially in the summer. You have pizza and a beer sitting by the lake.
Yeah. That's beautiful. So when you're in this, like when you're in and you're visiting, right, like you are right now, because just so the viewers know, I haven't seen him in we were trying to figure it out. It's been 4 to 6 years, somewhere in there.
Yeah, it's been forever.
And I think we've been on that schedule ever since you moved, right? Where like I see you every 4 to 6 years, but we just pick up right where we left off.
Yeah,
it's just
totally.
It's like I saw you, 3 days ago.
We were talking about recording music, and then I just heard you had a podcast.
Yeah.
Like, oh, awesome.
Yeah, and I was like, you have to get on this. This is perfect. Because not a lot of people have a story like yours. You know, not a lot of people. A lot of people either stay in their same town or they say, "Oh yeah, I picked up and I moved to," you know, like me. I moved to Nashville for a while, right? My brother moved to Chicago for a while. You know, I think even Noah. You know, Noah worked. You know, you were where?
I didn't go anywhere.
No, that's not true. You were gone for a while somewhere.
Yeah, you went to Ecuador.
Ecuador.
For at least a while.
Yeah, that's a thing,
a
bro.
couple months.
Yeah, Ecuador's a thing, buddy. So that counts.
That's cool.
Yeah. So like, you know, but to really get like you're getting like the full on experience at 9 years now, right? And you have a German girlfriend,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And was her family totally cool with that? Like that you're an American?
No, I mean my mom wants me to come back more, of course.
Well, of course.
But now she's gotten used to it. Okay, I'm living far away. I'll come visit once a year.
Yeah.
She came to visit me last year. My
Yeah.
mom did.
Awesome. Did she have a good time?
Yeah, she had a really good time.
Yeah, and
Really
I can't tell you how excited I am that hearing that now you'll be taking your brother with you back for a couple of weeks, and that's awesome. You got to be excited about that.
Yeah, I'm super excited about this.
Yeah.
We're seeing many things around.
So a typical day for you in Germany as are you a scientist? Is that what I would call you?
Yeah, I'm a scientist. I can tell you some about the project I'm working on because
Yeah, let's have it.
It's an interesting project.
I would love to hear about it.
So the past 2 years, I'm based in Constance, work at Max Planck Institute for Animal Behavior in Constance, but also the last 2 years I've been actually working for Freie Universität Berlin, and the project is we're studying effective pesticides on honeybees. So the way I explain this though is we use lots of technology to track the bees in the hive. It's kind of like Big Brother for honeybee colonies. The hive is like this, and then we have glass on both sides. We put barcodes on the bees and put them in the hive with the barcodes.
Yeah.
So we know which bee is which, and then we film them with cameras 24/7. So we know which bee is which and where they go in the hive for their whole life.
Wow.
And we're using this to see, okay, how do pesticides affect the colony? We know they're bad, but we want to see how the colony adapts and how other bees adapt to this.
Awesome. Wow. And so with the data that you're getting there, what is the ultimate goal? What is the finish line as far as what, like, you're tracking them? What are you trying to figure out?
We want to know how, so we know that pesticides are not good for the bees.
Yes.
This is clear, but we want to know how other bees adapt because it's a complex system, like all the bees work together. And there's some bees, if some bees aren't doing so well, maybe because they had the pesticides, but then maybe others will start to forage more and they'll take up. But that can't go on so long. At some point, the colony will collapse and will not be able to support itself and function anymore.
Yeah.
So we want to know how this works.
So
This
tell me,
is the goal.
so tell me this: why honeybees?
What, honeybees? Because honeybees are really important for agriculture and farming. So huge interest.
Yeah.
Like without honeybees, we wouldn't have most of the foods we eat because they're domesticated. They're like cows. They're actually very calm. Honeybees are.
Of course. Yeah, I'm with you there. I was leading you into that one because I actually know I know that honeybees are very important to our ecosystem. Like I know for a fact because it's always you know, especially nowadays. Now we're a little bit more informed. You know, because if there's a bee on the ground or something, and someone will say, no, that's a honeybee, leave that alone. If it's a yellow jacket, you know, kill it. But, you know, is that correct? Like yellow jackets, they don't really do the same kind of work that honeybees do for us.
They don't do the same kind of work. I wouldn't kill the yellow jackets.
I wouldn't,
it's all part of the
not
ecosystem.
just for the sake of killing it,
Yeah.
but if it's trying to sting you, you know.
Yeah, honeybees are nice though. They're domesticated.
Yeah.
They're like cows. Like they've lived with humans for long enough that they're kind of dependent on human crops.
Okay.
And honeybees are not aggressive. I'd recommend sometime doing like beekeeping. I just learned the last 2 years basics of like to take the comb out of the hive and it's just hundreds or 1,000 bees flying around surrounding you but it's actually kind of peaceful. It's kind of like a Zen thing, because you're okay as long as you're calm.
Yeah.
Like there's bees everywhere, but if you're calm, the bees will be calm. So they go together with humans.
Yeah, but what if you're not calm?
If you're not calm, then the bees will slowly be less calm, and then if a bee stings you, then other bees are more likely to sting because they sense the danger.
Yeah.
And there's a sting pheromone, so
You kind of screwed.
then this can go bad.
So when you're doing
Yeah.
when you're doing the honeybee stuff,
Yeah.
and you're saying you're surrounded by honeybees, are you in a suit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
wear
Cool.
the head suit.
You wear the head suit.
But I'll tell you a funny story. I don't always wear a suit when I go into the work with the bees, because I'll just go in and check, like, we have a camera there, like, is okay.
So they're not
When they're flying out.
territorial at all when they're flying out and seeing you.
Usually not. But one time this last summer, I went out to check our feeder, and I was just looked up, and I saw, oh no, is there a hole in the tent here? I'll check it. I didn't have anything on because I was just going in. And I went up close, and I looked out to the hive entrance, and I was too close. A bee came in immediately, and it stung me, right here on the lip.
Oh.
And I was like, okay. And the next day, I took the night train back that day, actually, and I woke up the next morning, and my lip was completely swollen. Here, it looked exactly like I just got Botox.
Oh, hey.
I was like this.
That's hot. Did you go to work the next day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I had to kind of explain it to everyone.
Yeah.
This is a bee sting.
Yeah. I got you. And so you're doing your bee research, and I'm sure there's all sorts of other research going on around you, right? Like, and you're friends with other scientists and stuff like that. Like, is there anything else, like, somebody will be working on that you're like, oh, you know what, maybe I'll want to do that on my next project. Like, do you have any say in that?
I have multiple projects. I find a lot of projects cool. I'll tell you about the project I'm working on. Another project working on that I think is really cool.
Yeah.
So we're looking at the effects of psilocybin on the group behavior of mice. So psilocybin, magic mushrooms.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I find this super interesting.
Oh, tell me more.
So we don't have any results yet because we're just starting this.
Sure.
But it's an interesting thing to look at. Ultimately, psychedelics can be treatments for neuropsychiatric conditions, and so this is why there's more interest in them, especially as treatments.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to understand how it works in the brain. But in essence, now we have mice, and we're giving them psilocybin, and then putting them in a group after the trip. Actually, they have a trip alone, and then they go in the group, and we want to see then how they behave afterwards.
Interesting. So you probably watch them, how they behave in the group first.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah. And then you compare that to after a trip. Does it really affect?
Then they have a trip, and then they go back with the group, and then we're seeing then what they do afterwards.
So and afterwards, are you looking for a difference in, like, their social skills with other mice, or, kind of if their job stays the same, or, like, what are you looking for there?
Social skills with other mice. This is a good way to put it, actually.
Okay.
Like if they're more or less aggressive, or if they're more or less nicer.
Okay.
Things like grooming or more interest.
Okay.
Would expect less aggressive, but
I would expect that.
We're just starting this.
Yeah. Oh man. No, that's super cool. Anything else that you're working on right now? Any other projects besides? We got bees and mice, but both of them are very intriguing to me. Like I like.
Yeah.
It.
So I'm working on now creating a startup company to analyze animal behavior of projects like those ones I'm working on.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So that's the main thing I'm working on.
So, and that's that's something that you're working on. You have other scientists that are going to be taking part in this, or is this like your own company that just like you are going to be the head of?
I started it with a colleague, so there's two of us.
Okay.
And what we want to do is make software for scientists, but it also could be used in other places, such as pharmaceutical companies or drug testing for analyzing animal behavior. So things like mice studies that I was talking about.
Sure. And with your research that you're doing now, okay, and I know this might be a dirty word for a scientist, but I'm going to ask it anyways. So, do you see in your business the opportunity for AI integration to help out with that?
Completely.
Okay.
Yeah, like we're using tons of AI tools. Tons of AI. Like I told you about the study with the honeybees where we're reading the barcodes.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you call AI and what do you call computer vision or machine learning?
Sure.
Or what do you just call models? So this is AI in a way.
Gotcha.
It's machine learning. We trained a computer algorithm to recognize the bees in the videos we're taking.
Awesome.
And then this is the main things we do. So you can think of it as AI to analyze videos to understand the behavior of animals.
So you're not necessarily having to sit there and watch this beehive all day for your job. You are looking at the analytics that is given to you from whatever has happened during the time of the colony doing whatever, right? You're trying to. It's almost like it's written in code form, and you're trying to take that information and put it into, okay, how do we decrypt this into something that we can understand?
Yeah, exactly. What the algorithms we use are very similar. Like if you'd upload a picture to Facebook, it can identify you now, or it can identify, like, here's a microphone, here's a table. We're using more or less the same types of algorithms, but then we identify a bee. Or the mice. Okay, the mice are approaching each other. It's really the same kind of models.
Got it.
So I'm working with the data. I'm not just watching the bees. This is how you used to do it.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. Yeah, it's gotta be an exciting time to be a scientist, right? Like,
Yeah,
you
it really is.
I would expect, like, the tools that you have right now, like, I mean, no one's ever had access. I mean, the tools that have come along in the last 5 to 10 years, I'm sure, are a far cry to what it was 20 to 30 years ago. Am I right?
Oh yeah, it's no comparison.
Yeah.
Like the amount of information and data you can take. Like the honeybees, there's the famous example of Martin Lindauer, the German scientist, who sat for, I think it was 8 hours a day for a month, and he had a bee that was tagged, and he tracked it. He watched this one bee, and he drew where it went in the hive the whole day.
8 hours
just by
a day.
watching this one bee.
Yeah.
To get very detailed information. But essentially, we're doing that for all the bees.
Yeah,
in the
essentially,
hive for like thousands of bees.
Well, yeah,
I mean, I would not want to sit all day and watch a bee and then draw a picture of where it went.
Well,
this would be.
But now you have that guy, but through the new tools, it's like you have that guy, but you have 1,000 of them that are
exactly
watching. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's super exciting in terms of this, because we just couldn't get this type of information before.
That's amazing. Yeah. I ask you those questions just because everyone is asking the question right now, okay, how is AI going to positively affect things? You know what I mean? Because a lot of people are like, AI is going to be the death of us. Well, I mean, let's look at some of the bright sides, right?
Yeah.
Besides that, I can make my dogs into a picture of superheroes.
Yeah.
Like that's
no, I totally get you. Yeah.
Like, that's dope. But to say that the things that you're doing is research in order to help with the future. I mean, with our future, right? Like, because just like you said, if honeybees go extinct, if we don't have knowledge of whatever they're doing or how to assist them, I mean, is that a part of it too, where you guys maybe, if needed, y'all would be able to assist honeybees in not going extinct?
Well, honeybees aren't going to go extinct.
I love that.
But it's more because there's plenty of honeybees. We need them. We use them to the crops. But
yeah,
if honeybees our more colonies are dying. That's already happening. This has been happening like 10 years ago when I lived in California. This was a huge topic, actually.
Yeah.
Less bees. So if we know more about how that happens and how the colony goes bad, then
Yeah, absolutely. So then we can have more colonies of bees because of your research.
Hopefully.
I mean,
Hopefully,
I'm saying,
yeah,
I'm saying
yeah.
that's the end goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's totally true. Like this, I see this as a very positive use of like AI and machine learning, these type of technologies.
Yeah. So in the last, well, let's just say in your entire career, right? Those are those the most fun projects that you've ever been a part of, or was there one particular one that sticks out that you're just like, man, I really enjoyed being a part of this?
You know, I would say actually these projects I described now are some of my favorite. I really like this project with bees.
Yeah. Very cool. Do you ever, so you're working with honeybees. Do you ever get some free honey out of that?
Oh yeah. Yeah. We have honey for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in Constance we had always, there was a beekeeper. He's taking all the honey, but it's honey from the hives. What do you do with it? So he would make mead every year.
Oh, man.
And we'd always have many jars of hives from the hives in Berlin.
Have you ever had mead?
Yeah, mead is good.
Dude, I just had my first glass of mead. It was incredible. I really love mead.
Yeah, I like it too.
I didn't realize that it was made from honey, but it makes sense because now that I'm thinking about it, all the Viking movies I've ever watched, they actually say mead is made from honey. So I'm a dumbass. Fantastic. Hell yeah. Well, Jacob, one of the things that I've been trying to do with guests is try something new, right? Try a new thing that you've never had before, as far as for an edible. So what I have for you today is what is called the sour pickle ball.
Okay.
So question, first of all, do you like sour things?
I do like sour things.
Do you like pickles?
I like pickles also.
Fantastic. You are going to hate this.
Okay.
It's me personally, I'm not a huge fan of it. I did this on the Halloween podcast, but of all the things that I had in order to try, I mean, earthworm jerky, the Diablo, beef jerky, and the hot chip challenge. I think we're getting off kind of easy tonight.
Yeah.
By doing
it
that.
sounds okay.
Yeah, the sour something a little bit better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you, I put this in a Ziploc bag because we opened all 3 bags, but these, they are big. And once again, so if you end up wanting to spit anything out, totally cool. We'll just spit right into this bag because the idea is 60 seconds on the clock, that we're going to try to keep this in our mouths. So, buddy, I got to say, every single time I see you, it's always a blessing. It's always such a good time. And I really appreciate you being a part of the podcast.
Yeah, thanks for having me here.
Yeah, 100%. So I'd like to end it today with us just having some fun and just trying some sour pickleballs. And please let me know what you think as you're enjoying this. Okay.
Sour pickleballs. Let's do it.
Let's dink it. Yeah. For science. I don't think it would be so bad if it wasn't so big.
Okay. It tastes a bit pickly.
Very pickly.
Usually I wouldn't expect a pickle taste from a candy.
Mm.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. When you start getting into the sour part, one thing it definitely does, it definitely makes you look like you gave a blowjob to the Hulk.
Yeah.
Like,
I can't see you're pretty green.
you are definitely grim. Mm. Wow. I mean,
I didn't put a clock on it. Y'all are free balling it.
yeah.
No, that's pretty
It's rough.
I don't
This is
there's no
weird.
way-
They're not good.
Like,
There's no way you can actually finish it, right?
it's sour, but usually sour is like sweet and sour with pickle sour.
I would have split this out like 90 seconds ago, but the fact that he's rolling through it, I'm with you.
I don't think I'd eat this by choice.
No.
Like this is the pickle. The pickle flavor just is not.
Oh, just the sourness though. Like it's the sour with the pickle. It makes it 3 times more sour.
Like should feed this to the bees and see how they react to it.
You can kill 'em.
I mean,
If you
there's
wanna
some
get
sugar.
stung-
There's some.
Oh, I'm making it to the center, and it's only getting worse. Oh man. So while we're eating this, let me ask you this: When you were in school, when you were in high school, did you see yourself going down this path at all?
No, I had no idea. Actually, I was interested in math, computer programming, but kind of one thing led to another, and I feel like I'm kind of just riding the wave of life sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, when you were at the University of Michigan,
There's a lot, Pete. I bit into it.
it's gross. It is so bad. Dude, we're so green. When you were at the University of Michigan, what did you finish that with? What was your final class of education?
That was, PhD aerospace engineering.
PhD. Okay. And then do you have any other decorations in your education?
That's enough.
Believe me. I know. I was just asking.
I won't manage professor. That's totally fine. Okay, mine's done.
What, you finished?
Oh, man. I don't like it at the end.
I ate mine. You just gotta swallow it.
I'm trying.
Swallow it.
Don't throw up. Oh, man. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, bro. I know. You did great. You did great. That, I was planning on rocking the 60-second rule, but my number one rule is always going to be, I'll do whatever the other person does.
Can I have another one? That's okay.
No. You absolutely can, but I got to sit this one out. Holy cow, Jacob! Awesome to be able to catch up with you today.
Yeah, man, it was really good to catch up.
I really appreciate you being on the podcast, and man, I hope that you and your brother have a great time in Germany. And yeah, man, I love you. I appreciate you. You'll always be like a big brother to me, man. So
yeah, man. The next time I come back, I will hit you up.
Sounds great. Maybe next time we do the podcast with Jacob, I should do it in Germany. So I'll go over to his house and I'll bring the table and the microphones.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, dude. That would be awesome. All right. Well, thank y'all so much for joining once again. My name is Jared Christensen. Thank you for watching Jared's Not Funny with Jacob Davidson. Y'all have a great night. See ya.